Welcome back to the second year class, second year topics. Let us start in this chapter, this organic chemistry. The organic chemistry in this second year or 12th standard deals with the various class of compounds that we are having in the second year, like halogen derivatives, the oxygen derivatives, then nitrogen containing compounds, etc. Then in case of the second year organic chemistry, the first topic is actually halogenated derivatives of aliphatic and aromatic hydrocarbons. We call them as haloalkanes, and haloarenes. These are the aliphatic compounds containing one or more halogen atoms. These are the aromatic compounds containing one or more halogen atoms. So, halogen derivative of aliphatic compounds are named as haloalkanes. Suppose it is an alkene, then it is haloalkene. If it is alkyne, haloalkyne, like that. For example, so the other definition, halogen derivative of aromatic compounds. Aromatic compounds are named as haloarenes. Now let us take the examples for these haloalkanes. You can take this methyl chloride CH3Cl, the ethyl bromide CH3CH2Br. Similarly, isopropyl bromide or isopropyl chloride like CH3CHClCH3. These halogenated aromatic compounds, for example, chlorobenzene C6H5Cl, C6H5Br, bromobenzene. So like that we can have. There is one more class of the compound that is called as alkylated aromatic halogen compounds, or halogen derivatives of alkyl compounds, alkyl halides. For example, this is aromatic, but halogen is not attached to the aromatic ring system, it is attached to the side chain. So this is called as the benzyl chloride. Anyhow, when we discuss these aromatic compounds, we shall consider that one. Coming to these haloalkanes, we can consider the classification in so many ways. So first let us consider the classification of these halogen compounds based on number of halogen atoms. Number of halogen atoms. Based on the number of halogen atoms, they are classified as monohalo, dihalo, trihalo, alkanes, etc. Trihaloalkanes, etc. For example, if you consider this methyl chloride, ethyl bromide, CH3CH2Br, these are all containing only one halogen atom, therefore they are named as the monohalogen compounds. If you consider this CH2Cl, CH2Cl, this is called ethylene dichloride or ethylidene chloride. Similarly, we have this CH3, CH, Cl, CH2Cl, 1,2-dichloropropane. These contain two halogen atoms, therefore they are named as the dihaloalkanes. In the dihaloalkanes, we have two chlorine atoms on the adjacent carbon atom. They are named as the vicinal dihalides. Vicinal dihalides. This is also an example for vicinal dihalide. If two halogens are separated, by more than one or more carbon atoms, then they are called as the isolated dihalides, or this is the vicinal dihalide. Similarly, we have that trihalosine compounds, etc. Then based on nature of carbon atom containing halosine, they are classified into three groups: primary, secondary and tertiary alkyl halides. This classification is important because we will have the different rates of reactions for these three kinds of alkyl halides. In case of the primary alkyl halide, the carbon atom which is containing the halosine atom must contain minimum 2 hydrogen atoms. So if this is CH2X, it is called primary. That is, halosine is attached to a carbon atom containing minimum 2 hydrogen atoms. It is called primary. If only one hydrogen is present on the carbon atom containing the halosine atom, it is called secondary. If no hydrogen is present, only halosine is attached with 3 alkyl or aryl groups, then it is called as the tertiary. So 2 hydrogens, 1 hydrogen, no hydrogen. That is necessary to classify the compounds into primary, secondary and tertiary compounds. Let us consider the examples. In case of the primary halosine compounds, we can have this methyl chloride, CH3Cl, ethyl bromide, CH3CH2Br, then we have the CH3CH2CH2Cl, that is 1-chloropropane, etc. Then these are all primary alkyl halides. Then coming to the secondary alkyl halides, we have this CH3, CHCl, CH3. This is called isopropyl chloride. Then we have this 2-chlorobutane, CH3, CHBr, 2-bromo. Butane, CH3, CHBr, CH2, CH3. So just observe, here minimum 2 hydrogen atoms are present on the carbon carrying the halosine atom. Here only 1 hydrogen is present on the carbon carrying the halosine atom. If you consider this tertiary, you take this CH3, C, Cl, CH3, CH3. This is called tertiary butyl chloride or 2-chloro-2-methyl propane. So tertiary butyl chloride. So here this carbon atom does not contain any hydrogen directly because it is carrying 3 alkyl groups and halosine atom. So such classification is based on the nature of the carbon atom that is present. Now coming to this nomenclature of these alkyl halides in the IUPAC system, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry system, then we consider this nomenclature. We have to use the prefix halo, along with the position of the carbon atom, position of the halosine atom in the carbon chain. All other rules are same as we have studied in the previous year, first year. That is, we have to consider the longest chain as the parent hydrocarbon. Then we have to give the preference to the carbon carrying the functional group to get the minimum number. Then here halosine is the functional group. We have to give the minimum carbon number to the carbon carrying the halosine atom. But if higher preferential functional group is present, we have to give the preference to that compound, that carbon atom. But here we have to use the prefix halo. Say for example, CH3Cl. Commonly it is named as methyl chloride. I am writing both the names, common as well as the IUPAC name wherever possible. Methyl chloride is the common name. Chloromethane is the name, IUPAC name. chloromethane. Suppose you consider this CH3CH2Br. This is commonly named as ethyl bromide. Ethyl bromide. This is named as bromoethane. Bromoethane. Similarly, you consider the CH3, CH2, CH2Cl. This is commonly named as N-propyl chloride. N-propyl chloride. This is called as 1-chloropropane. 1-chloropropane. We shall consider some more examples. Like, suppose it is not only the halosine a functional group, if other group is present. Say for example, if it is CH2 double bond CHCl. This is commonly named as vinyl chloride. Vinyl chloride. Here carbon-carbon double bond as well as the halosine, both are the functional groups. We should give the number in such a way that both functional groups get the least number. No other chance. Here it is simply named as the chloroethene. Chloroethene. But when you come to this CH2, double bond CH, CH2Cl, the common name for this compound is allyl chloride. Allyl chloride. Then here, comparing to this halosine atom, double bond will get the preference. That's why we have to give the preference to this carbon carrying the double bond, and numbering should be done like this. It is not the reverse way. You should not write 1 here, 2 here, 3 here. You should write 1, 2 and 3. So it is indicated with the name 3-chloro-1-propene. 3-chloro-1-propene. Allyl chloride is named as 3-chloro-1-propene. Similarly, when you have this CH2, double bond CH, CH, CH3 and CH2Br. Here again this carbon gets the first number 1, 2, 3, 4 by this. There is a methyl group as well as the halosine atom present as the substituents. So it is 4 bromo, 3 methyl, 1 butene. Fourth position carries the bromine atom and third position carries the methyl group. But between bromo and methyl, we have B coming first in the alphabetical order. So it is 4 bromo, 3 methyl, 1 butene. Suppose I write CH3, CH, double bond C, H, CH, CH3, Br. Now again you give the number so that this carbon gets the least number. But actually this is a one continuous chain. So if you start from this one, it is giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you start from this one, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this gives the least number to the carbon carrying the functional group. So it is 4 bromo, 2 pentene. Because totally it is a 5 carbon chain. The continuous chain is 5 carbon compound. That's why it is to be written as 2 pentene. 2 pentene indicates the double bond at the second position, bromine atom at the fourth position. So this is about the nomenclature of the alkyl halides along with the classification and the types of the alkyl halides, etc. In the next video, we will consider the methods of preparation of the haloalkanes. Thank you.